Hi there. So this summer, instead of doing physics videos, I thought I'd do something different. Look for a different problem to solve. And so here's what I came up with. So over my life, I've spent time with underprivileged kids, as well as donating resources to homeless people. And I continue to spend time helping homeless. And it's still a pretty significant problem in the Houston area. And so I thought I would commit some of my time and resources to continued efforts to help the homeless. Okay, currently there are 3,200 people experiencing homelessness at any given time in the Houston region. That's actually come down quite a bit in the last 10 years, which is good news. This is an important statistic. In the Houston region, 50% of homelessness is caused by an economic crisis. Job loss bills become higher than earnings. Debunking common stereotypes that homelessness is overwhelmingly caused by substance abuse, which actually accounts for less than 10% of homelessness here in the Houston area. So I want to try to make some money in a short period of time, not only to contribute to homeless people, but also for my own family. When I decided to start teaching, I took a pretty significant pay cut because I made a lot more money in industry than I do teaching. So every summer I try to find work to supplement that income. And in this summer it wasn't so easy to find work just for 3 months. That's the problem. So I thought I would take some money and see if I can turn it into a lot more money in a pretty short period of time. So this is a pretty ambitious effort. I have $5,000 and want to turn this into $100,000 within a year. Okay, so this is a huge return, 19%. Common sense and actually modern portfolio theory tells you that the larger the return on your investment, the greater the risk. So there's a great deal of risk, okay? So therefore, I can only bet or try to invest in risky investments an amount that I can afford to lose. And I've talked to my wife, and we came up with the number of $5,000 is an amount we can afford to lose. So here's the hypothesis. A great problem solver can get rich quick. Physics and math are great education and backgrounds to have to get rich quick. In other words, the study of physics and math provide one excellent problem-solving capabilities. So this is interesting. I'm a really good problem solver in math and physics. Can I use those skills to turn $5,000 into $100,000 within a year's time? So far, this is what I've come up with. So leveraged investing. Basically, leverage enables you to get the biggest bang for your buck. And I'm going to do that via margin account and or option trading on stocks and commodities. So why stocks and commodities? These assets have the greatest price volatility, which means the distance between a low and a high over some period of time will be the maximum for these type of assets. And that's what I want. I want the price to move a lot so I can turn $5,000 into $100,000. Number two, smart gambling. So using mathematics to maximize my chances of winning in casino games, online poker, as well as sports. Three, sell something online that will be in great demand. Now, I've tried this in recent years. I invented a toy, I patented it, and actually got a company to distribute it. And so far, I haven't seen any royalties on that deal. So this is pretty tough, but I'll take another look at it. The next one is a viral YouTube video. Okay, so I'll have to think about that. YouTube videos don't pay much, $18 per 1,000 views. Next, the lottery. So for a minimal investment, one can generate a huge return. The problem is the probability of such return is really, really tiny. And that's the first thing I'm going to discuss. The numbers associated with the lottery. Okay, so the way the Texas Lotto works is there are 54 balls in a big bucket, okay? And 6 balls are drawn. And if your ticket matches the numbers of the balls that they've drawn, you win the jackpot. Currently the jackpot is $3 million. That's the cash amount. This is as of June 22nd, 2023. The problem is the chance of winning this particular lottery is 1 in 25 million, so very minimal. So how does one compute that? So here's the equation for determining the possible combinations of drawing 6 balls. So how many different combinations of numbers are there? Okay, well, on the first draw, there's 54 different balls in there. Okay, you're going to take it, you're not going to replace it. The next draw is 53, and then 52, 51, 50, 49. Take the product of these 6 numbers, and you get 18.6 billion possible combinations. However, your odds of winning are actually better than this because order doesn't matter. For example, if the numbers drawn are 54, 12, 24, 45, 18, 1, that would be the same thing as flipping these numbers around. The only thing that matters is the numbers, not necessarily the order. So you want to divide this number by the number of different ways of ordering 6 different balls. Okay? And the number of ways of ordering 6 different balls is the product of 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's 720. So you're going to take this 18.5 billion, you're going to divide it by 720, and you get this number here, 25.8 million. Okay, so that's the number of possible combinations. Okay, so 1 divided by 25.8 million gives you this number here, 0.00000039. Multiply that by 100 to get percent, and you get the odds of winning of 0.000039%. Again, that's 1 in 25 million, so extremely small. Now, if you have 2 lottery tickets, you can double that probability, okay? You can guarantee yourself of winning the lottery if you buy all the possible combinations, spending $25.8 million, okay? But you'd only do that if the jackpot was well above 25.8 million, right? Because you also have to deduct tax. Say a tax rate of 37%, you would need a jackpot of 41 million, right, to generate 25.8 million after tax just to pay the cost of all the tickets. Okay, and it's pretty rare that Texas Lotto gets to that level of jackpot. And if it did, you'd have a ton of people playing, so the odds would go up that somebody else would also match those numbers, and you'd have to split the pot with somebody else. So, not a good idea. So I decided to look for other Texas lottery games that had better chance of winning, and this is what I found. This is called Super Ticket 777. Okay. Now the odds of winning this, the maximum amount is 1 in 1.5 million, okay? And the maximum amount is $250,000. Okay, so those are much better odds. However, this ticket cost me $10, okay? So $10 to conceivably win $250,000. Again, the odds are 1 in 1.5 million. So I'm gonna scratch this off and see if I won. Maybe it's that simple, maybe I'm done. I mean, as soon as I hit that $100,000, that's it. I'm done. Okay, so I'll turn the camera off and I'll scratch these off and I'll come back and show you if I won. I also played Texas Lotto the other day and I didn't win. Okay, so I'll come back and I'll show you the results of the scratch off. Okay, hello again. So I scratched off all the areas that are relevant, and what I found was I matched 2 of these. So this 11 matches this 11, so I win $10 for that match. And the 84 here matches 84 here, so I win that amount. That's $10. So I've won $20. None of these matched. If these would have matched, I would have won that amount. Okay, so I won $20. I've invested $10. So far I've made a profit of $10. Off to a good start.